guys, it's Bryn. Welcome back to another video. This is one that I have been, I bought everything for over a month ago, I think, and I've been wanting to film it for a while, but with just everything that's been going on in my life right now, it just didn't happen, essentially. Also, it's insanely windy outside, so I apologize for that super weird, squeaking noise. It sounds like a truck is honking really far away. That's the wind just coming through my window, I guess, or something. So it's super windy out today. I apologize. We're under even a wind advisory, you're not supposed to be traveling outside or anything because of the wind today. So yeah, if you hear weird noises, it's not from me. It's from the outdoors that I cannot control. But anyway, I really like to do these kind of hauls where I try out brands that I've never tried before, that I'm curious about, that I imagine you guys are curious about as well. And two of those brands that have kind of been sticking in my head for a while was Everlane and Evereve. And now that I've shopped there, I realize that they're two very different stores that probably should not be put together in one video. But if you're anything like me, these are two brands that you hear about all the time. I see advertising for them all the time. I see people on Instagram wearing them and talking about them all the time. And I always got them confused because Evereve and Everlane, pretty similar names. I never knew the difference between them. For a while I thought they were the same thing, and then I realized they were two different stores. So I thought I would just try from both stores, throw them together, because I think they're two brands that are both very talked about right now, or I hear a lot about them, and also I think they get easily confused. So now that I've shopped at both, I can tell you they're both very different. They have very different styles and purposes, I guess you could say. But I did find some amazing things at both of them. So I ended up really liking both of these stores. Just to spoil it a little bit, let's jump into the haul and I'll tell you about what I got. So starting with Evereve, I knew nothing about the store. I guess I imagined that it was just, another store. They carried their own clothes. That was that. Actually, Evereve, I was interested to find out, is actually more of a boutique type of store. So they don't have their own brand of clothing, as far as I can tell. They just carry other brands, kind of like a department store, but much smaller, which is why I call it a boutique kind of thing. They carry brands like Seven for All Mankind, Paige, Rails, different things you've heard of, and also some brands that I've never heard of before. So they have a nice mix of things. So I kept hearing about Evereve. I kind of wanted to go in and check it out and see what it was about. I heard a lot about their denim, but the thing that made me actually stop in there was because I kept seeing all these people on Instagram wearing these amazing leggings, and they all said that they were the Spanx brand of leggings, and I was like, that seems weird. But okay. I'm always looking for great leggings, and these ones were kind of raved about all over the place, so I was super excited to try them. And I didn't really want to order them online, so I was looking for places to get them, and lo and behold, they sell them at Evereve, and I was like, alright, I guess this is my excuse. I'm going to Evereve. So while I was there, I definitely wanted to check out their Spanx, but I also browsed around, just looked at everything that they had. They had a ton of jeans and different things, so I ended up buying 3 pairs of pants. I cannot speak to their shirts because I didn't buy any of them, but they do just have a lot of options. It's just like a boutique. They have a bunch of things. A lot of it was very trendy, so I saw a lot of, prints and different stuff that are in trend, a lot of skinny jeans, things like that. I mean, there were a lot of stuff that wasn't really my style, but I did find some things that were really cute. So I wouldn't say it's the most amazing store I've ever been to, but they do have some gems in there. So I recommend trying it out. First thing I bought were these camo pants, which is super weird. I have 2 camo things in this haul today, which is so unlike me. Growing up in the Midwest, I feel like I have the most negative association with camo. Up until recently, I was like, maybe I'm okay with it. Maybe in small doses, if it's not too flashy, I can handle camo. So I ended up picking up these pants, and I really like them, mostly because of this big pocket on the side, and also because they're a little cropped and they have this zipper detailing. I've been trying to branch out of my comfort zone, and I normally just buy different shirts and wear the same basic pants all the time. But I'm trying to kind of branch out and try different things. So these are by the brand Sanctuary, and I actually got a size 25. I normally wear about a 26. I think I got a 25 because they didn't have a 26, so I can't say that this one fits better than the 26, but they definitely have a tighter fit than what I would normally go to nowadays. But yeah, I still really like them. I think they're just interesting. I don't know. I don't hate it. I'm actually kind of into the camo thing. And then I picked up 2 pairs of Spanx leggings, which is a little bit ridiculous because once you see the price of them, you'll be like, why did you buy 2 of those? And I would be like, good question. Why did I buy 2 of these? These are not cheap leggings. I'll just say that. However, I will say I've worn them quite a bit since I got them. So they are good quality. I've even washed both of them and they seem to have held up pretty well. So I'm not angry about it. I'll put it that way. The first ones I got are these. They look shiny in the camera, but they're actually supposed to be like a faux leather type of look. And they also have these interesting panels on the thigh and on like the calf. I think they're called like the moto leggings or something, and I just find I'll even wear them with like a sweater like this just to add a little bit of like an edge or an interest to an outfit rather than just like plain simple black leggings if I want to just like amp it up a little bit. One of the really nice things about the Spanx leggings is they go up super high, and they really do, because they're Spanx, they really do like suck everything in. Also, one thing I noticed is they don't have a seam in the crotch, which is so nice because you don't get that like awkward camel toe looking thing. So I'm down for these. Like they're expensive, but if you're looking for some really, really good leggings, I would recommend these. And the second pair I got is this like shiny camo looking ones. Again, not something I would normally buy, but these are just so fun. I think, again, just to throw on a regular day when you know you're wearing leggings, you want to be comfortable, but you also just don't want to be boring. I find these are great for that, so I've been wearing these a ton, and I like them a lot. I think they're great. So switching over to Everlane. If Evereve is more trendy, I would say Everlane is much more about kind of sustainable clothing and basics. So they really don't have a huge stock of items, and they tend to like take one sweater and I'll have it in a bunch of different colors or something, but they'll only have like a few different styles. They're all very basic. I don't think they like change their stock all the time, which in some cases is frustrating, but in other cases is actually like really nice because you know you're getting good quality stuff. Also, they're going to be much more ethical than like these other stores that are all about fast fashion and trends and getting things in and out constantly. So when I was shopping there, I was really looking for the basics of the basics, and I wanted to try just a few different things that would hopefully give me a sense of like the quality of the brand as a whole. So one thing that I did was they had quite a few different styles of t-shirts, and if you're anything like me, you're always on the hunt for like the perfect basic t-shirt to wear with everything. So I picked out a few and I thought this would just be interesting to see like what the different styles were, if the quality was the same between all three. I don't know, essentially get a good sense of like what my favorite style was, and also there are different t-shirts that work for different things, if that makes sense. So I don't know, I just wanted to try a few different kinds. I bought them all in a small just to see how they compared with each other. So these 3 t-shirts, 2 of them are $16 and 1 of them is $18, so they are fairly affordable. I mean, they're not like $5 t-shirts, you know, that you normally see, but they will last longer, I hope. So this one is just the basic cotton crew. It has a simple neckline with makeup on it, so you can tell I've worn it. What I like about this one is that it's much more of a fitted t-shirt, so it has the smaller sleeves and it's much more slimming than the other 2 that I got. This isn't the type of t-shirt that I would necessarily wear on its own, just because it is more fitted. It's less of like a comfortable, relaxed fit. But it is really, really nice to wear under sweaters and jackets and cardigans and things where you want something a little more fitted and warm, so it's not bulky underneath something else. I normally wear a small, and this one was a small, and I think it fits perfectly. The fabric of it is really soft, really nice, pretty thin material, so I'm a fan of that one. This next one that I appear to have gotten lipstick on, this one is the square tee. I think this is the one that cost $18. And I would say this one is definitely my least favorite. A, because already when I got it, I was a little unsure about the bigger neckline, but I was interested to try it out just to see if I liked it or not. I also wish I could have gotten this one in an extra small, because I think the small in this one is just a little too boxy. And I think if I had an extra small, the neckline would be a little smaller and it would be just a tiny bit more fitted, and I think I would have preferred it that way. But alas, the extra small was sold out, so I had to get a small. And I don't dislike it by any means. It's just quite a bit less soft than the other two, and I just don't like the fit of it as much. And lastly, I have the box cut tee, which is the one that's definitely my favorite. I think out of all three, this one feels the softest. It has the best neckline in my opinion. It's also just a really good length and a good fit where it looks like it fits, but it still looks a little more relaxed and comfortable. This is definitely the one that I'll be wearing on like a day-to-day basis because it is definitely my favorite out of the three different styles. Another thing I was really excited to try from Everlane was their cashmere crew neck sweaters. So this is something that I think I wouldn't normally buy for myself. I wouldn't normally splurge on something cashmere because it's difficult to wash. Is it worth the price? It depends. But I ended up getting this, A, because I really liked the color. I just thought it was super neutral. It would go with everything. Therefore, it would be great to wear to work or pretty much anywhere. Like, you can really dress this up or down, and I just thought it was a really good, just basic, everyday type of sweater that I could get a ton of use out of. I also got this in a size small, so it is a little bit more fitted. I think this is just a good staple to have. And lastly, something that I have worn a ton since I've gotten it and washed a ton since I've gotten it, and it has so much hair and dust and things on it, even though I just washed it. It is this pullover that I forget what it was called, but it's just kind of like a quarter zip, black, easy pullover. I also got this in a size small, but the really amazing thing about this sweatshirt in particular is I believe it's made out of recycled plastic bottles. It is still soft. Like, you'd never know if you're walking down the street, someone touches your sweatshirt, like they're never gonna be like, oh my god, that's made out of plastic. But I still think it's super cool. I've worn this a ton since I've gotten it, so I have no complaints. Alright, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I feel like I have not been in the right mindset. Like, I cannot get my words out for these past couple videos, so hopefully if I just keep filming them, we'll get to a point where I'm more comfortable doing this. I don't know what's wrong with me. But yeah, let me know if you enjoyed this video in the comments, and let me know if there are any other brands that you'd like me to try out for the first time. I haven't gone shopping in a while, so it might be a while before I get to it, but I definitely want to get to it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys very soon with another video. Bye!